Oh, we have a question here from a Marigold Mariatchi who works for Saatchi and Saatchi. What did you make of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at this year's Oscars?
Well, I say good on him for protecting his little bald wife's good name.
I think it's important at first to say that we don't condone violence of any kind, period.
Well, that's excellent to hear.
Violence is not just a byproduct of toxic masculinity. It's also the root cause of it. And violence has no place in a happy society.
Well, I agree with that last part because it makes sense. And I agree with the first part because I'm a communist through and through.
It's the only way to go.
So it would seem.
But with all that being said, I'm still glad that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. I mean, he insulted his wife. I mean, come on.
Socked him one, right in the kisser. Did you notice he really got his hip into it?
Right, but your assessment of the Will Smith situation clashes with the belief you've just stated that we don't condone violence of any kind. That was certainly violence of some kind.
You're being far too literal, man. You gotta chill.
Look, the violence being perpetrated at that precise moment was from Chris Rock onto Jada Smith. I mean, a vicious verbal assault. I mean, just because she had an affair with her son's best friend doesn't mean that she's fair game for G.I. Jane jokes.
Yeah. I didn't get it.
Will's slap was representative of a pushback against violence and a violent culture, particularly against women.
It was a non-violent slap.
But the joke itself was another example of aggressive misogyny played out in a male-dominated white supremacist society.
But Chris Rock is black.
Do you really think that Chris would have told that joke if there wasn't a whole load of white people ready to laugh?
Yeah, despite how idiotic that sounded, Harry makes a really good point. Chris Rock might be black, but the world, the institutions, the systems, the narratives, they belong to white people.
If Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars is an example of white supremacy, it just shows us how vigilant we need to be.
Yeah, well said.
Trust no one.
That was the video, and I'd be much appreciated if you'd like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Cheers.